the last time the Rockets were in this building, it was right after the New Year. It was an overtime loss for you guys on Harden's buzzer beater. And after that, you guys rattled off 11 straight wins. Was that coincidence? Was it a jolt? How long does a game like that stay in the minds of your players?
I think more coincidence than not. I mean, we were not playing particularly well at that point, but we were showing some signs, and we were getting healthy. So it just felt like things were coming together. Were going to come together, I should say. And I think the schedule softened up a little bit right after that, and we got on a roll. But I wouldn't call it a result of that gentleman.
Steve, Kevin had 7 blocks, I think, the other night. I'm curious your take on sort of the evolution of his defense since he's been here, and maybe how important that will be to you guys going forward in the playoffs.
Well, when he's at his best defensively, when he's active, when he's protecting the rim, when he's aggressive, that tends to be when we're at our best, because he takes us to a different level defensively. So I've loved his activity and energy the last couple games, and fully expect it tonight. I think he's in a really good place and ready for the stretch run.
How do you think DeMarcus has handled the times he's been targeted defensively so far, and how curious are you tonight?
How has DeMarcus handled what?
Just been targeted, defensively at times, and then how curious are you tonight to see him? Obviously Harden's probably can go at him. So.
Well, it's it's kind of the name of the game in the NBA these days. It's pick and roll, and pick out big guys. That's why the league is downsized quite a bit, and so. I think DeMarcus has done a great job. He's capable of switching if we want. He does a good job of kind of playing cat and mouse in between the man and the basket. He's a charge taker, really quick hands. So I think he's been very good defensively. And always when you play Houston, it's as good a test as you're ever going to have of your pick and roll defense because of James and Chris.
Yeah, Steve, on that note, how did you see Kevon handle that challenge during the playoffs last year?
Last year? Yeah. It's one of the reasons Kevon has kind of carved out a niche in the league, his pick and roll coverage. He's got great instincts, great length, discipline, stays down, doesn't get drawn off his feet a whole lot, and played a key role last year for us, and has continued to do so this year.
Steve, I don't know if you care to address this or even want to talk about it, but James Harden got in a pretty good beef the other night with the official, and some people were speculating maybe he should lay off because some guys are maybe going to call a little tighter on it now. How tough is it as a coach and as a player to deal with officiating? Because I know these guys have a tough job, and I remember Bill King, the Warriors announcer, used to rail on some of these guys a lot and really give them a hard time. But how do you do that fine line between respecting what they're doing? Because I know they got personalities too, and this fellow that I can't remember the guy's name that Harden was complaining about, he was talking about he was a little bit arrogant. There's a fine line between the personalities and so on. Yeah, so
I can't relate. I'm perfect with the officials. I have no idea. There's a balance you've got to find, and it's competitive out there. It's edgy. Great thing about the officials, honestly, is they don't take it personally. That's my experience. I got fined a lot of money last week for yelling at Kenny Mauer, and I deserved it. And I love Kenny Mauer. I think he's one of the best officials in the game, and he understands that I was backing up my guys. And next time we see each other, we're gonna, say hello. It's gonna be cordial. It's sort of a weird relationship. It's like it's very strange. They sort of understand we're gonna yell at them, and then everyone just sort of understands that afterwards you just sort of make up and move on, and I don't know why anybody would want to be a ref. I know that. That's what a brutal job.
In baseball, guys like Kruko told me that they get in a beef with the umpire and they get thrown out of the game or whatever. The first thing they do the next time you see that ump is to go up before the game and apologize. Do you ever do anything like that?
Yeah. I've done that before, and will continue to do so. I mean, and that's why I say the officials are always, in my experience, after every single time, the next meeting, I try to go up and say something. They are very responsive, and you know, you wash your hands and move on, and it's all good.
How was the Get What You Need Day yesterday, and is everybody available today?
Yeah, we mainly just watched film yesterday, and it was a good film session. You know, we made a lot of mistakes down the stretch of the Sacramento game, so covered that, and then, you know, no shoot around today because of the early start, so we kind of did our usual shoot around, you know, game prep stuff for Houston. So all good, and as far as I know, everybody is available.
Livingston's back.
Yeah, Livingston's back. He came to practice yesterday. Everybody gave him an ovation. Happy for him and Joe and their family.
Hey, Steve, I'm just curious, have you ever seen anybody like Harden, who just, I mean, there have been one-on-one guys that have commanded attention and want the ball all the time. I can't remember ever seeing a guy play the way this guy does and play so successfully in that role.
Yeah, he's unique. He's very unique. Never seen anybody do what he does and play the game the way he does. And it takes remarkable energy and stamina and strength to compete and play the way he does all game long, all season long, you know, throughout the playoffs. You know, just try to shoot a step back NBA three-pointer. Just, you know, next time you got a ball in a hoop, try to shoot that shot. It's impossible. So he's amazing, and he's as tough to guard as anybody.
You ever shoot a step back?
With my strength, I could smell like a step back from 10 feet to 12 feet. That's about the extent. We good? Thanks.
Thank you.